All right, looking at pattern rules. So finding a given term from a pattern rule given in words. So if you know the pattern rule, you can write the sequence. If you write the sequence, you can find any term you want. So what is the fourth term in this sequence? Right, it's the 3. This is the fourth. What would the third term be? Right, 27 is the third. If we look at this pattern, are we able to figure out what the fifth term is? So don't pause this video. This is a very complex. So this number is getting smaller. I'm going to minus 2 here, right? This is actually a multi-step, multiplied by 2, and then adding 1. So that is another thing that's happening there. And then all of a sudden here, we are dividing by 9. Does this help us at all? No, there is no rule to the sequence that we've been able to find so far. There's nothing that's repeating. Okay, so it's important that we figure out what is repeating, what we're using over and over again first. So if we look here, I have 2. I'm getting bigger, so I'm going to add 7 here and 7 here. So this is going to be easier to find the rule, right? I have to ask myself a couple questions. We need to see, like, how does this pattern start? So it starts at 2. That's where we start. And then we have to see how it is continuing in order to find that pattern rule. So start at 2 and add 7 each time. So this pattern was made by repeating one operation over and over and over again in order to make that sequence. So starting at 2 and adding 7 each time. This one up here has multiple different operations happening, and so it's impossible to find what the pattern is there right now. Solving word problems using sequencing. So a baby is born weighing 2,500 grams and gains 200 grams per week. So what I want you to do here is you're going to pause the video, and I want you to think about what is the pattern rule. Okay, what do you start at and what do you add each time? And then I want you to come up with a sequence with 5 terms. Okay, all right, go ahead, pause the video. Okay, so a baby is born and it weighs 2,500 kilograms. Or 2,500 grams. Kilograms would be an enormous baby. And it gains 200 grams each week. So 200 grams, and I'm going to add that. Okay, so going 5 terms, I would be 27. So 2,700, 2,900, 3,100, and 3,300. So my next question for you, after how many weeks does a baby weigh 3,300 grams? So how many weeks is this? Now I'm going to tell you that if you guessed 5 weeks, that's wrong. 5 weeks is wrong. So if you've come up with 5 weeks, I want you to try to figure out why. If you came up with a different number, I want you to figure out why 5 weeks is still wrong. Okay. So if I look here, what is this number? This is birth. This is when the baby is born. So there's no weeks involved. And this is how much is being added after 1 week. So this number here gives you week 1. This is week 2. This is week 3. And this is week 4. So what would week 5 actually be? Right, I'd add another 200, and week 5 would actually be 3,500 grams.